Welcome to the Hub. This is the morning show, and I'm Pat Miller, one of the co-founders and the co-host of the show. And on today's Hub morning show, we get everybody together and we get to meet some folks, ask some questions, and take a very short trip to a very nice place. This is where the travel industry gets together under one roof. And on today's conversation, we're going to go on a nice trip and get a chance to ask some very good questions of Bea Barbero. But we're going to join her in just one moment. Let's first stop in with our guy, Tom Brousseau, co-founder of the Hub. Tom, happy Hubtoberfest to you. It's certainly been an exciting month so far. How are things?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bea and our great friend at Miraval Resorts down in Riviera Nayarit. Yes, so as you guys know, we launched Hubtoberfest this week, which is a great new promotion that we're doing in conjunction with Playa Resorts and Virgin Voyages. And what that means is that agents hub free for the month of October, and they get that hub free for an entire year, 365 days. So we've already had some great new additions to the members. You can see them on the member page, and very much welcome to them. I was just going to see if any of them are here today so I could say hello. But we have lots of great stuff cooking with Hubtoberfest. So if you have friends, colleagues, coworkers out there that you feel could benefit from what we're offering here in the Hub, by all means, send them out invite, and we would love to have them.
And it seems like things are going well. We welcomed, I think, 11 new members just yesterday. So things are starting to pick up around the Hub, which is super exciting. And we want to get those top agents. I'm sorry?
I'm sorry for interrupting. A couple more today as well.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. So if you know great agents that should be in the Hub, jump into the software and invite them. You click the members tab and then the invite tab and welcome them to the party. What do we do inside the Hub? Well, we exchange information and we keep everyone on the path to prosperity. That's our overall theme of how we are working together to engage our customers, to work with our suppliers, and help us get back to normal, if you want to call it that. We call it the path to prosperity because we think that sounds great. So having you on a call like this today and getting to ask questions from a terrific supplier, that's one way that we serve the travel industry. So speaking of that terrific supplier, let's welcome in Bea Barbero, Corporate Director of Sales for Miraval Resorts. Bea, thanks for coming on the call, and how are you today? Bea, do we have you?
Good morning. I'm not sure if you can hear me because
oh no,
cut out for me.
I think we might have lost Bea.
Hear me all right?
Yes, now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, welcome to the call.
I feel like I cut out there. Sorry. Right. Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
So Miraval Group, 3 resorts in Riviera Nayarit and Puerto Vallarta. Sounds like an exciting place. Tell us about the resorts.
Absolutely, yes. We have 3 fantastic properties in the area of Riviera Nayarit. So you're flying into Puerto Vallarta's airport, and we're literally located with our first 2 properties 15 minutes north from the airport. So it's a short hop and a skip away. And then we also have another property, which is our newest property, Miraval Harmony, located in the area of Punta de Mita, which is very posh, which is about from the airport a 40-minute transfer, which is again very accessible. Our properties in itself, I mean, we've been around for quite some time, and we're the pioneers of the all-inclusive. We were also the pioneers of really coming up with a concept that we call the home feeling and multi-bedrooms, which is in today's world something that I think is very relevant.
And we're talking a family opportunity or a multiple bedroom opportunity?
Yeah, so I think right now, you know, more people, you know, with our new normal situation, we want to travel together as a family or a group of friends, but close-knit, right? You know, we talk a lot about, you know, you hear a lot about the bubble. Our unit, our multi-bedrooms opportunity to have quality time together as a family or a group of friends and retreat to your own privacy with your own bedroom and private bathrooms. But even more so, we even have, particularly at our resort, for example, Maribel Distinct, we have residences and villas that offer private plunge pools, whether you're in a penthouse or in a villa. So I think right now there is a lot of opportunity and a lot of demand for that type of an all-inclusive vacation. So that's something that's really important. And also, you know, we're now in a world where social distancing is very important. And I want to highlight our property in Maribel Armony mostly, even though all three obviously are under, you know, new protocols and whatnot that we had been doing anyhow, but doing a little bit more now with this new situation. Maribel Armony, it a lot of where you. That's something important in today's world when making travel choices.
So let's do this. We're having some challenges with your internet bandwidth. You're breaking up consistently. Can you turn off your camera and leave your microphone live? And let's see if we can continue the conversation without losing you, because it's skipping in and out.
Okay.
We want to make sure that everybody hears about the resorts. So there's a little button for your camera. There you go. And let's see if that might stabilize things so we can hear about what you're doing without cutting the interview short, because there's a lot of exciting things. And speaking of exciting things, in addition to being the pioneer with the multi-bedroom and the opportunity for families, or you mentioned that interesting observation about COVID bubble groups, if you will, so you can celebrate together. But the other exciting news is that a birdie told us that you're living the 4-diamond lifestyle. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, we're super excited. You know, with the Maribel Armony property, it's been open just a little bit more than a year. And once you actually are open for a year, we have the opportunity of having the AAA come and visit at their obviously leisure to basically rate your hotel. And you know, with the AAA, it's something that is done. It's not something that as a company you purchase. It has to be a recognition from them. And we were awarded the 4-diamond for the Maribel Armony. So we have 2 4-diamond properties in our product lineup. And with that, I do want to mention that there are some really exciting things coming up that we'll definitely be keeping you posted upon. But things like extra amenities and just a lot of really interesting things that are taking place for the Maribel Distinct and Maribel Armony. We're working on it right now, so it's really a great time to travel and rediscover these 2 properties. Extra amenities from food and beverage programs, and to just a lot of extra nice, fancy things that make a difference in your vacation experience that I think when you're a luxury traveler, you're looking for more and more these days. So I think with the combination of the multi-bedrooms, our location, and the home feeling that we really come across, it's something that's very exciting for us to share with you. And I mention home feeling a lot because it's something that over the years, even though our properties have been around, let's say Maribel Emotions is our flagship property, and then Maribel Distinct has now been open for 10 years, and just over 1 year with Maribel Armony, something that we really have thrived upon is our staff. And the staff have always made everyone feel so welcome. Our repeat clientele for our properties is just, wow, over the moon. And it's something to say about it because you're not welcomed as a room member, more like an extended family of the Maribel property and family here. So I think that's what keeps guests coming back more and more so. And even, you know, obviously our travel agent friends and our industry friends that we love receiving here at the hotels. And they come away with an experience that's just something like you're home away from home.
Well, here on the morning show, we do get to talk to suppliers and leading agents. And if you're on the call and have a question for Bea, drop into the chat and let us know, because for the recording, we watch the speaker view, not the Brady Bunch view. So we can't see you if you're waving your hand. Drop into the chat. We'd love to include you in the conversation if there's something you'd like to know from Bea about the resorts. Can we double back on your staff for a second? How are they holding up, and how are they doing with the COVID protocols and making people feel welcome? Because the resort is set up to make you feel like you're at home. And as you mentioned, a lot of that has to do with the staff. How are they holding up with the cleaning and sanitation protocols and helping guests feel comfortable?
Well, I think right now in any destination in tourism overall, we're all pretty excited. Every single room counts, every single guest counts that comes with and stays at our properties. But I think we're super excited, and I have seen the morale really change in the last 24 hours, because something very exciting to share with you as well. And some of you might not even be aware of this, but officially Nayarit has announced that our beaches are officially opened again. And with that also, obviously outside of the hotel itself, everything from gyms to movie theaters to just beauty salons. So there's a lot of movement going on in Riviera Nayarit right now. And I think people are excited because if you live here, you haven't been able to go out and do a lot of activity. So I think it's a morale booster right now with this official change that the governor is making.
And the symbolism of the beaches being open, that has to just feel like a massive weight being lifted off their shoulders.
It is, because, I want to mention it because our nearby, obviously our friends in Puerto Vallarta are in a different state, which is Jalisco. And it has been a bit challenging for us going out there and selling the properties when we have had that handicap of not having the beaches officially open. And when I say not officially opened, obviously we haven't stopped our clients from going into the ocean and whatnot, but we have not been permitted to, for example, set out lounge chairs and provide beach service up until now. So that's something that literally has started today. So we're really excited about that. And I also want to just mention, because on the call with us today, I think a lot of you also know her, is our director of sales for the luxury market, who dedicates her time to promoting Harmony and Maribel Distinct, who is anxiously awaiting to travel to the States and visit all of you. Nuit Hernandez is on the call with us too. So she's waving. I don't know if you guys see her. I'm sure her camera is on. I can see her waving, but I wanted to make mention of her because we've come, I guess over a year now, putting a team together to basically cater to the travel agent community in the US and be more present. We'd like to be more present, and we'll be working on a lot of interesting projects with a lot of you to help you bring more clients down to the hotels, but also have you come down and visit us and experience, what our new protocols are, and of course, see our new concepts, especially for Maribel, Harmony, and Distinct. So we're excited to share that with you.
Well, let's welcome Nuit to the call real quick. Nuit, welcome. Congratulations on the 4-diamond designation. And what haven't we talked about with the resorts that you'd like to share with the group?
Thank you. Well, Bea has covered all of it, really. We're just very excited with all of the changes now coming back into the new normal, right, in our hotels. And also, one thing I'd like to add is that this company really values travel agent business, and we really focus our efforts in bringing more agents and getting you educated and doing everything that we can to support you, like our fabulous rewards program that we have.
Yeah, that's exciting to hear about. Can you tell us about that, Bea? What's going on with the rewards program for the agents that are on the call and in the hub?
Yes, absolutely. Well, we have a point system, so it's really simple. Basically, every reservation you book receives a point, depending on the number of nights that the guests stay and depending on the category booked. So it's a nice motivator, I guess, or incentive for you as a travel agent to upsell, because you get more points out of it. And you can redeem the points for either a complimentary stay at our resorts, or you can cash it in for a cash value, like a cash bonus that we'll send out to you. And I want to make sure that I mentioned that obviously this Maribel Rewards program is over and above any commission structure that you have with any of your favorite tour operators, or how you make your bookings to our resorts. And also that is an open booking window, it's an open travel window. So right now, especially again in trying times, we're all looking to make an extra dollar here and there. So I think the cashback bonus is a great incentive right now, but overall, I think it's a very attractive program. And I mean, not to sound cliche, but very rewarding, of course.
Well, yeah, to earn points above and beyond other comp, that's fantastic. Tom Brousseau, you have a question for Bea. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch base on the new Maribel Armani. Hopefully I pronounced that right. But I had some clients there last year that stayed in the adults only section of the resort, and they really loved it. So I just want to make sure that folks out there know that, as a part of the product and as a part of the concept as it evolves at Miraval, that those adults only rooms at the new resort are really phenomenal.
Yes, Tom, that is a fantastic, thank you for bringing that up. And that's a great comment you just made, because Miraval Resorts has always been known as a family-friendly product. Even though in each of our properties, we have certain sections or maybe a restaurant that is designated more so for adults only, at the Miraval Armony, we actually designated a whole building. And it's spectacular because it's overlooking a ravine, and it has rooms and suites that are on the ground floor that sort of have steps that go into a pool area. So it's definitely a great concept to consider if you're traveling as a couple. And I think it also combines very well, we're talking about multi-bedrooms, and I've talked about families, but the multi-generational family and weddings, for example, are a huge thing. And believe it or not, even though obviously we've seen some cancellations this year, the wedding business is picking up, and we're happy to see that. And Miraval Armony is a great option because when you're invited to a wedding, everybody has different tastes, different family sizes, with kids, without kids. So you can then still enjoy a luxury all-inclusive product, but stay in an area where you don't necessarily have to be around children if you don't want to see them, right?
Lori's got a question. Lori, go ahead.
So I was just wondering, do they have any adults only restaurants? And if so, how many?
Yes, at the Miraval Armony, we have a restaurant that is open for dinner, and it is exclusively for adults. And we also have our Insu Sky Lounge, both at Miraval Armony and at Miraval Distinct, are for adults only as of 10 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you for that. And thanks for the question, Lori. Connie, you've got a question. Go ahead.
Hi, yes, we have guests that really enjoy spa relaxation opportunities. And I'm just wondering, is the spa open at Harmony, and how is that working now?
Yes, as of basically, well, let me just reiterate that. We have been doing spa treatments at all three properties outdoors, but that has changed as of today as well, where we're now going to be able and are able to operate with a 30% occupancy. So meaning, for example, in our treatment areas at the Melange World Spa, both at Miraval Distinct and Miraval Harmony, you'd be able to have 3 simultaneous cabins booked at any given time. So we're excited to also be able to open that up. And since I'm kind of talking about spa, it kind of is it's related also to the gym. So also our gymnasiums are, like our gym areas are being reopened at a 30% occupancy to allow guests to come in and use the facilities as well.
We'll leave that 30% part off just for a moment, and let's just bask in the glory of the word open. It just sounds so good to hear, well, this is open and that is open and we're reopening, and people, it's just, let's just keep that coming. That just sounds fantastic. One thing that I'm not sure if you can talk about publicly, but I do want to ask you, Bea, you mentioned that there might be some sales opportunities coming up. Can you tease us a little bit with what might be coming?
Yes, no, of course I can publicly say.
Oh, hey,
I think.
Let's do it.
Well, you know what? For example, we're super excited, obviously, and I think you guys as agents are seeing this. The demand is up and coming for Vallarta. There is a flight on United from Newark starting this weekend. There is the American Airlines flight from Charlotte coming in starting next month in November. And there's a lot of lift coming into the destination. And with that said, going into November, into December, we're starting to see a few charters here and there from specific gateways, but we have a lot of sales coming up, and currently we have some going on with some of your favorite tour operators. So make sure, and we're participating with all 3 hotels. So it's important for you guys to know that we are coming in with attractive pricing for fall, Christmas, New Year's, and into winter 2021.
So let's do this. I always like to ask a supplier when I get them on the phone, if I'm talking with a client, right? Okay, this is me talking to a client. Okay, I got a client on the phone. If they're asking for a place that has this, this, and this, they should think of you. Who's the ideal client that we should be connecting with Miraval Resorts?
The ideal client, I believe, is the families that are traveling with 3 children and more, the families that are traveling together with grandparents or aunts and uncles, or the combined, I mean, I want to say multi-generational, but also extended family. Particularly right now, there are so many people that are, you know, doing school on a virtual level that, oh my gosh, why not do it in Mexico? And we have the units with the multi-bedrooms that allow you to set up with all these pluses, you know, that you've got internet. So, I mean, I want to call it right now, work and play at the same time down at the beach. What a fantastic option. And you know what? I want to throw it in there because we haven't talked about it, but if you're a foodie, we're your place. You know, our restaurants and our cuisine and the chefs are so talented that sometimes you forget you're actually at an all-inclusive, even though it's more upscale. A lot of times better than a lot of restaurants I've been to that are, you know, up there. So definitely our food and beverage program is something that some people should look at as well.
Well, that's really helpful. Thank you for helping us think about who we should be sending your way. Any final thoughts that we haven't gotten out that you want to make sure that you share on the Hub Morning Show?
Oh goodness. I feel like I'm on the spot now. No. You know, we're just very, very grateful, and we know, and you know, Nuit mentioned it, we appreciate the travel agent community. You know, I myself have been with the company for over 20 years, and I've known a lot of you for that period of time, and we've built such a strong team and are just so supportive of you guys. In my mind, I think you guys have the hardest jobs, and you know, kudos to you guys over these last 6 months that you have been helping your clients, you know, rebook, reschedule, you know, get refunds. I mean, gosh, there's just so many things that you guys have taken care of. So we appreciate you guys and really look forward to reactivating and getting the business back up and having your clients travel again. And hopefully it's to Marival Resorts.
Well, thank you for sharing everything today. Bea Barbero, Corporate Director of Sales for Marival Resorts. We appreciate you coming on the morning show. Let's head over to Danielle Whitmore. So Danielle, what's going on with our destination communities? Anything exciting that you want to share with us?
Yeah, well, we're continuing to have traction, and also continuing to have traction with the Lomas Travel Group, which is really the focus right now. This week has been a little bit slow, obviously, because they had to pause and focus on the couple of hurricanes that have come their way in the last few days. But I think Tom's probably going to close with it. As he mentioned earlier, we also had a call before this one talking about the hub group generator with our little committee, and it's so exciting. I'm so excited to kind of jump in and work on this process with those, you know, experts in this type of group management, and to share it with the other agents, and to really you know, do something new here and sell into something new. It's going to really be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, and Tom and I we're looking forward to rolling that out soon too.
It sounds great. Tom, you want to give us a little bit more juice on that, because I know that things are starting to percolate.
Sure. So yeah, first of all, I just want to say too, as we kind of circle back, is that, you know, our friends and colleagues in Cancun came through this week really in pretty good shape. So we're all really happy and relieved about that, for sure. And we're obviously supporting them in any way that we can, and the best way that we can do it, same for Vallarta and all of our Mexico destination friends, you know, is to, you know, work on bringing the business back, work on generating sales, work on generating groups and destination weddings. And, you know, through the group business generator that we talked about, we feel that that's going to be one of our great initiatives on the hub. You know, imagine a scenario where all of us together, all the high-powered agents that we have on the hub, imagine a scenario where we can sell niche groups and do it together. You know, so whether it's a music group or a wine and culinary or wellness and fitness, whatever it is, we talked this morning about, you know, how can we pull together these types of opportunities and create sales that would have never have existed for us and for our suppliers. So I think that's a great opportunity. And then, you know, what we talked about and our goal for this month is that, you know, the bigger the hub is and the more top agents that are on the hub, the better that we are. And we're already seeing that with the new additions and just the great ideas, insights, and thoughts that we're all coming up with together as we collaborate. So I would just ask you again, as we sign off today, just think about, how we can grow the community. Think about how we can get more top agents on the hub. Especially now, there's no investment required except for a little bit of time, a little bit of energy, a little bit of brain power. So, as we get through this month, I'm so excited to see all the names popping up in our member roster, because each one of them brings something very unique, something very special, that is just going to make the hub bigger and better as we move forward. So that's my parting thoughts. And also just to say thank you so much to Bea. Bea and I have been friends for a long time, I think more than 20 years. And I've had the opportunity to go to Marival and spend many, many great times at the Marival resorts. And it really is a great product, a great property, great properties. And I highly recommend, if you haven't had a chance to book them or learn more about their products, that you do that, because really an exceptional product for our customers. So thank you, Bea.
And thanks for that, Tom. I appreciate it. When we sign off here, I do want to make a quick demonstration, because sometimes it's easier to see it than just to hear about it. With the Hubtoberfest promotion going on, we want to make sure that you have the ability to invite top agents. So when you log into the hub, go to the home page, click on the members tab. That's where you can find everybody else in the group, by the way. And then there's a little yellow button up here that says invite. And once you click invite, there's a pre-written email that you could just drop someone's email address in there and send it. Or down here is the share link. If you copy that share link, you can email that to anyone that you wish, and then that way they can take advantage of the opportunity to join. So member tab, invite tab, and then there are 2 ways that you can invite people right there. So we appreciate your help as we talk about getting more leading agents into the hub. It's a big opportunity. So thank you to Bea for coming on the morning show. Thank you to Danielle and Tom for your hard work and your leadership. And that will wrap the morning show for Thursday, the 8th of October, 2020. I'm Pat Miller. Thanks for coming to the hub. We'll see you soon.